Hey there, everyone. My name is Kristen Gosinski. I'm going to be your instructor for English 1101. I'm super, super excited to be working with you. Ecstatic, excited, so many different adjectives that we can use to describe it. I hope you're as excited as I am. So when you reach out to me to get in contact with me in any way, just call me Kristen. I'm not fancy. When we meet, Kristen's fine. I feel like we are all in this together. And that means that we all are on the same playing field, right? So I'm here to help guide you, but I'm not here to, I don't know, be the supreme ruler of our classroom, right? That's not what I'm about. So just Kristen works just fine. So I wanted to take some time to introduce myself to you, as we already covered. I'm just Kristen, no big deal. As far as being a human goes, I have two dogs. I love hanging out with them. I love taking pictures. I just got this rad new camera that I have thoroughly enjoyed, hiking with and taking photos of like cool stuff that I didn't know existed in Georgia. I've only been here for a few years, so, and most of it I've spent working, so I haven't had the opportunity to really go out and about and kind of enjoy what's around us. And, it turns out that there's quite a bit. So I'm really excited to continue to do that. I'm excited to kind of bring in these new techniques that I've learned. I'm a big watch YouTube person, right? So I find video techniques and photo techniques and things like that, and I'm really excited to find a way to incorporate them into our course. Because anything that we do in our course is extremely relevant to what we do kind of in the outside world. So I'm excited to hopefully bring a different kind of dynamic way of engaging with you guys. So let's see how that works. So what about my education, right? It's compulsory that I tell you why I'm qualified to teach you. So when it comes to education, I have 3 bachelor's degrees, one in English, of course, right? One in history, and then one in classics as well. Now you might say, wow, those are really different. But no, because when I was getting my MA in English, I kind of mushed them all together because I focused mainly on British literature from like 1600 and before. So there was a lot of classical influence there, right? A lot of like Ovid and Plutarch and things like that, that you wouldn't necessarily think like, oh, you need to know this, but you kind of do. So, I'm a big fan of like understanding the full perspective and then sort of breaking it down to exactly how I need it. Right, so we'll be kind of doing a lot of that in our course, like taking these kind of abstract ideas and siphoning them down so that they're at their most basic, and then we can work with those ideas, and then each one of you can then kind of develop in your own way. Now, I am a big fan of getting in contact with students and kind of connecting with you guys, but the thing is that with an online class like this, it makes it really hard, right? I mean, you can't just pop into my office, because right now with the pandemic going on, I'm not on campus very often. In fact, I shouldn't be on campus until March. So how in the world do we do this, right? We can't see each other during class, but we can, right? So what I'm going to do is this term, I'm going to kind of put out a survey for you guys. I'd like to request about a half hour of your time each week in which we can kind of meet and discuss anything you might have questions with. This course is kind of designed to be able to be self-guided, right? Where you don't have to get in contact with me if you don't want to. But for those of you that really want to kind of have a more interactive element, definitely let me know when works for you, and we can see what time works for the most people in the class, right? I am definitely the type of instructor that wants to engage with you and wants to, kind of see your writing as you go, which is why you'll see that a lot of our assignments are kind of broken down, right? But we'll see that in another video. When it comes to contacting me, right, since we're only going to meet for about a half hour every week, the best way to get in contact with me is by email, okay? I am a millennial. I'm attached to my phone. It was just sitting right next to me on my desk. I don't go far without it. So I do all my emailing and things like that through my phone when I'm not at my computer, which means you get email responses pretty quickly. So make sure that you reach out when you have a question. Okay, if I don't know that you're struggling with something, or I don't know that you don't have a clear idea of kind of what I expect from you, then, nobody wins, right? So please, please, please reach out. I'm always happy to explain something or direct you to a document that can really explain what I'm trying to say a little bit better. Okay? Now, one thing about getting in contact with me, please do not try to call my office phone number. My office phone number is in my signature block on my email, but since I'm not on campus, I'm not there, right? So I can't actually get those, those messages. So that tends to make things a little bit complicated. I'm never there to answer the phone at this moment. Once we're all back on campus, sure thing. But for right now, not so much. Now, in terms of this course, right, we are focusing in this course on something called academic writing, right? It's not just writing in general. Writing in general, that's fun, that's creative, which of course academic writing can be too, but you have a little bit less flexibility in academic writing in terms of, what type of formatting you want to follow, how do you want to express your ideas, which types of language are we going to use. So please make sure that even if, you've always been an amazing writer throughout your life so far, that you take the time to look through the videos that I post and make sure that you understand the type of writing I expect for this course. All right. One thing I do want to say is that I am experimenting this term with kind of different types of videos. So please, if you feel like something is really working for you or something really doesn't work for you, if you want to reach out and let me know, that'd be great because, I was told last term in my evaluations that my videos were kind of boring. And so I wanted to spice things up for you guys and get you engaged. And nothing's worse than clicking over onto a YouTube video and just knowing you're going to be bored for however much time. All right, so make sure you tell me what works for you so that way I can keep on doing it and then drop the things that don't. All right, so with that, I want to just tell you welcome. I think that English 1101 is going to be an amazing course. I am so excited to get started. I hope you're just as ecstatic as I am that we're going to be working through this together. All right, you guys, so check back for other videos, and we will see each other soon.